may mga pagkakataon na yung masasakit nating karanasan ay siya palang magiging daan upang ating makamtan ang ninanais nating kaginhawaan.
Maraming nagaganap na pagbabago sa ating mundo at marami ring nagaganap na pagbabago sa ating pagkatao. Sa bawat yugto ng ating buhay, ating alamin ang ating kalakasan, maging ang ating kahinaan. Let us think, let us learn, and let us connect. Only here at TLC.
May mga bagay na lubos na magpapahina sa atin. Pero lagi mong iisipin, bakit mo sinimulan ang isang bagay? Iisipin natin ang mga bagay na ito sa mga panahong nanghihina tayo. Mahalaga rin na patuloy tayo nag-aaral habang umiinog ang ating buhay. At ang pagkonekta sa mga dati at mga bagong kaibigan ay lubos na makakatulong para tayo ay magpatuloy na positibo sa ating buhay.
Pandemic brings a lot of changes in our lives. Here in TLC, we continue to think, learn, and connect for a better future.
Magtiwala ka lang. Remember this, my friend. God's got you, and we're here for you. Let's think as one, let's learn together, and let's connect with each other. Only here at TLC.
Sa TLC, we think, learn, and connect. Because we inspire people, we empower nation.
He can turn the tide and calm the angry sea. He alone decides who writes a symphony. He lights every star that makes our darkness bright. He keeps watch all through each long and lonely night. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer. Saint or sinner call and always find him there. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he always say, I forgive. He can grant a wish or make a dream come true. He can paint the clouds and turn the gray to blue. He alone knows where to find the rainbow sand. He alone can see what lies beyond the bend. He can touch a tree and turn the leaves to gold. He knows every lie that you shall I have known. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he always say, I I forgive.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
evening, everyone. Welcome again to another episode of Students and Me here at Talk Live channel. Again, we continue our conversation on aging. We do have a very beautiful topic this evening, sensational after 60. Please, for those of you who are 60 up, please join us in our conversation this evening. So I would like to say good evening, umaayong buntag ba, umaayong hapon, sa mga tao sa Dumaguete, Siquijor, Cebu ug Bohol who will be watching from DYW Teleradio Channel 51, Phil Products Cable Channel of Negros Oriental. And maayong gabi, Father Ramonito Maata. So tonight is a night of a very beautiful reflection and sharing with these two energetic and very active senior citizen, I would say. But sabi nga nila, they are retired but not tired. So I would like to welcome the very beautiful ladies na kasamahan ko, Ate Mercy and Ate Rose. Good evening sa inyong duha. Maayong gabi. So please greet our viewers this evening. Ate Mercy?
Okay, so good evening, Lor. Good evening, Rose. Good evening also to all our taga-subaybay. And tonight we have a very interesting topic. This is in continuation with our topic on aging, sensational after 60. So you can engage with us. If you think you can relate with the topic, you can write your comment at the comment box. Okay.
Wow. Grabe, sensational. Bakit kaya sensational after 60? I'm very excited. Ate Rose? Ate, we cannot hear you. You are muted. Wala pa rin. Anong nangyari? Hala. Okay, never mind. So, ganyan naman talaga pag live, di ba? Ate Mars, may technical, glitches talaga. Sige lang, ate, do not worry. So,
Wala pa
kumusta
rin.
ka ngayon? Oh, wala pa rin. Kumusta ka ngayon, Ate Mars? How are you doing? Sabi mo kanina before we start na baka munti mo nang nakalimutan ang ating program tonight. I believe that you are very busy maybe today.
Yes, muntik ko nang makalimutan ang ating appointment ngayong gabi because of my apostolate sa mga
Wow. Apo, yeah, talaga, no? Imagine. Okay, Ate Rose, are you doing good? Maybe you can just leave the studio for a while and then fix your, okay? So I will remove Ate Rose for a while is okay. So we will start ate, no? Baka talaga sensational after 60. Parang si Ate Rose ang ating mover ngayon pero medyo may difficulty ang niya. Ewan ko anong nangyari sa eyeglasses ko. So Ate Mers, it's really sensational after 60. What do you think? Why is it that this is the topic that Ate Rose would like to share this evening? Sensational. What is it in after 60, Ate Mers?
sensational after 60. It could mean something positive or it could also mean something negative.
Wow.
May negative because ang ibang mga 60, instead of becoming happy, ang iba nagiging grumpy, di ba? Ang iba nagiging grumpy and
Yes po.
oo, marami silang mga adjustments sa kanilang bagong citizenship ang senior.
Yes. Talagang
So, it could be positive also when a senior is well adjusted to the new phase of life that she is into it. So, yan. Hintayin natin si Rose kay marami yan siyang isi-share
Kaya nga.
sa bakit sensational after 60.
Talaga namang Ate Mers, kasi I believe that some of the companies now are really preparing their employees, no? Those who will be retiring. Sana all the companies would do that also para at least, no, ang mga empleyado or ang ano na talagang ma-prepare sila. They will not be shocked na wala na silang trabaho or they could have another nandito na siguro si Ate Rose. I cannot see her. Okay? Sige.
Andito na, andito
Ayan.
na.
Ayan.
Okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Oy, sorry, sorry.
Okay, sorry, viewers, for some
Maraming gidelete ang anak ko kasi siguro nagkadubli-dubli na yun anyway. Okay, so thank you very much no for waiting.
no
All right,
problem.
yeah. So last month we had been talking of the different stages no of aging, no, and we reached until 100, no, which is really a gift, no, from the Lord. This month we'll try to backtrack, no, because most of us are in the 60s, no, and usually when we think of 60, parang it's the end, no, but you know what? I have read a book, this one, Sensational After 60. I was so inspired that that's why I shared this to you, and I would like to share this to others too, no, and if you can have the chance, you can maybe in the bookstores, if you can have the chance to buy this, it's very nice, no. I just happened to buy this I think 2 years after my retirement, no, because I was busy looking for meaning in my 60 years. And I find it very good, so I just would like to share it with you, no. So when we say sensational, no, it's not really like actors or actresses who become very, very popular, but the bottom line there is, as a sensational 60, you are a woman full of enthusiasm, no, you're full of life, okay? Full of enthusiasm that even the people around you can sense that enthusiasm that you have. No, that's why because we are learning to we are loving life all over again, no. It's not the end of our involvement, it's not the end of our development, no, it's not the end of our growth, but it is just the beginning of shall we call second second half of our life. That's the term I think used by many to define 60s, no, the second half of our life, because I've finished the first half where we really have done everything for our responsibilities, for our children, but this time it will be for ourselves and for God, no. Okay.
Yes.
So that is why we can be sensational in our 60s. Okay, so maybe to start with this, I have here saying from Picasso that was from the year 1881 to 1973. Imagine, no? He said, "We don't grow older, we grow riper." Okay, so maybe our mind will not grow old. Our physique may grow old, may change, but our mind will not grow old. But we become ripe. Hinog, no, maging hinog tayo sa ating pag-iisip, sa ating mga emotions, no, sa ating mga relationships. We are not anymore like the, you know, para bang changeable, no, yung bang gullible person, yung ganun, parang hinog na, di ba? Di ba kung hinog na hinog, lalo na kung hinog sa puno, di ba matamis? O di ba?
Yes.
No? So, living our 60s is really a life that is being ripened with time. Okay?
Yeah.
So maybe
Ate Rose, before we will continue, there is another very sensational senior citizen also. Ate Marilyn Suarez is watching, no? She's also a very active woman, no? Na kahit retired na si Ate Marilyn, but she continues, no, to really very active in her own path. Okay? Thank you, Ate Marilyn, for watching. Okay, Te, continue.
All right. So maybe to start this, maybe we can listen to Psalm 92 verses 14 to 15. This is a very beautiful opening salvo, no, in loving life again in our 60s.
Wow.
Take it away, Mers.
Okay, I will read Psalm chapter 92, verses 13 to 14. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay, Ate
imagine.
Mars?
So, yan ang sabi ni kanina no na our minds do not grow older or old, but our minds grow
Mm.
riper.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
sabi dito sa Psalm chapter 92, imagine, God said, they shall bear fruit even in old age. No? So,
Mm.
kung i-ano natin ito, i-internalize natin ito, kailangan maisabuhay, maisabuhay
Yeah.
sa ating buhay senior citizen na even in
Mm.
our old age, we can still bear fruit. Kaya
Mm.
dapat talaga na ang ating bunga ay hinog na hinog para matamis at masarap. So sa
Wow.
ating buhay, we will relate that in our own lives as we age like wine, the more that the wine will taste really very good, no? So sana ganun. Pero on the other hand, kung hindi ganun ang mangyayari, na instead of becoming riper or becoming sweeter, sad to say there are other people who become bitter or grumpy or insecure. But if we will base the promise of the Lord, if we will base our aging in the promise of the Lord
Mm.
would like to tell us that even in your old age, you have still to bear fruit.
Wow.
Kaya,
Yes.
Beautiful.
uh, ano na tayo, senior citizen, kailangan hindi natin iwala yung ating pagiging life-giving
Mm.
persons.
Mm. Mm.
And
Mm.
we must see to it that even those around us can sense that life
Mm.
within us so that they too will also be life-giving. So,
Wow.
ganun ang
Tama.
aking take sa Psalm
Tama.
92.
Tama. And maybe also as a rejoinder, maybe uh, age doesn't matter, no? Age doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we continuously declare the goodness of God. We continuously uh, testify, no? The the grace of God, the power of God in our life, no? How God is touching our life every moment of it, no? And
Correct.
this time we cannot say, we cannot doubt anymore because our 59 years have proven it, no?
Yeah.
And we are now trying to, to pick the ripe fruits, no? Meaning to say that whatever will come out in our mouth, it has now uh, a meat, no? Meron ng laman yan, no? Hindi na yan basta na I think maybe kasi because. No, hindi na ganyan, no? I will research for it yet, but what we say is already the meat of what life is. 'Di ba? Life is a story, life is an experience, life is our teacher. And for all those years we are learning. Of course, in different ways, no, but we are learning life and we are learning to love life. And in our 60s, we are given this time, no, to really start, no, loving life again. But this time, not anymore because of so much responsibility. Our involvement is not anymore because I must do this because it's my responsibility. But our
Mm-hmm.
involvement now is now, shall we say, payback. No, it's a payback, it's an offering. No, yung tawag ng iba, mission. Parang
Mission.
mission. Oh, yung ganon. Oh,
And I
ikaw,
believe
Lord,
Ate Rose, I believe Ate Rose and Ate Mercy, no, since maybe some students and some young people will be watching our episode. And I do really believe that young people also, the children, would also support their parents who are in their 60s already. Very
yeah.
important.
Mm,
Kasi
mm,
sabi nga nila, I will always say to my student, please listen also to the wisdom of the old. Maybe we do have, for me, no, hindi ako techie, but maybe there are also things na they can really learn from us. Very important
yeah.
for me is the support also of the family, especially the children, na talagang
Yeah.
ano,
Oh.
100% support.
Mm.
Sabi nga kanina ni Ate Mercy, some really grow bitter. And I believe the support of the family is very important when parents are in their 60s up already, and their parents are bitter also, no? Sabi nga ni Dr. Eva Angel Aranas Angel na kailangan talaga ang mga apo, ang mga anak should learn also how to accept and the adjustments of those ano. Kasi sabi nga ni Ate Mercy, and for you and Ate Rose also, you said na even though there are really sweetness and you are really ripe already, especially wisdom as we go through in life also. So for those who are watching or will be watching, students and young people, please, no, I would encourage you also to support your parents when they are old also. So imagine.
Yeah, yeah. Mm. Kasi maybe one of the reasons why some older people are bitter with life, because kasi wala kasi tayong mga seminars, no, wala tayong mga
Mm-mm.
trainings, wala tayong mga inputs for older years, 'di ba?
Yes.
Wala tayo niyan. It's just recently that the concern for the elderly is becoming very clear and very active, no, and
Mm-mm.
I really wish that we could spread, no, so that the older people has to have that how do you call that one, that attitude, no, of being complete, no, yun bang parang kung sa younger terms empowerment, no,
Yeah.
parang they will have that feeling of life is good, no, life is good, the fact that you have reached that age, no, life is showing us good, even the difficulties that you have experienced, these are actually, if we look at it now, uh these are actually preparations for us for our eternal life. The
Mm-mm.
difficulties that we're experiencing, yung mga luha at sipon natin na mag-abot, no? Because of tears, problem, and difficulties, and etc.
Mm-mm.
But you know, you will, as time passes, no, as you reach this age, you will realize that actually these are preparations for us for our eternal life. There is not there Nothing is accidental in life. There is always
Correct.
a meaning in our experiences. Some
Yes.
kaya yung sabi na good news, bad news, who knows, 'di ba?
Who knows?
Hindi natin alam. When we experience it, we do not know masama ba ito o mabuti ba ito, but in the course of time you will understand why.
Yes.
Halimbawa,
True.
merong isa experience na very sad siya kasi ang anak niya naputulan ng tiil, no, ng
Mm.
paa, sorry, na
No
naputulan ng
problem.
paa, oh. And then he was very young, no, at his prime, and the mother was very sad, no, and
Mm-mm.
so sometimes he will blame God for all these things, no, and then later on, the government was looking for soldiers to be sent to war, and
Mm-mm.
then ang anak niya na excuse kasi meron man
Disability.
siyang disability, so and at that time, the mother was very grateful, no? Na ang anak niya ay hindi masabak doon sa giyera.
Sa
So, good
sige.
news, bad news, no, who knows, no? It's only God who can, although we cannot understand everything, no? But we just have to trust God. We just have to trust God. It's difficult, but we just have to trust God. And then,
Yes,
if older people are, how do you call that one, are into this, then maybe bitterness will be lessened, no? Bitterness, grumpiness, no? Now we will look at life better,
Mm.
not to be stuck with the difficulties that we will forget our difficulties. Tapos na yun,
Mm.
nagdaan na yun. Wala tayong we cannot get anything anymore by talking about it, by
Mm-mm.
wallowing about it. Wala na, no? But what
Wala na.
we have now is how to live our present, no? How to live our
Yes.
present, and most of all, how to live glorifying our Creator. Okay? It's a
Yeah.
grace that we are alive until now. No? Pero pa siguro
Correct.
tayong listeners.
Meron.
ah,
Marami pa
ah,
kayong mention.
ah,
Okay.
So
So
yung
talaga.
sabi mo, Rose, phase of our life, no, this phase of our life is but
mm,
a preparation for eternal life. So ko
mm,
na no, kung sa mga parishes ba natin may mga ministry for the care of the elderly.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's a
Or
challenge.
talaga for elderly, no? Because in that
meron
case
na
of
yan sa mga parishes, Mers.
Sa parish,
parang,
wala pa.
parang,
The parish where I am
parang
working
wala,
now, wala.
Oh, wala pa no. Oh,
parang
baka
wala.
pwede nating ma-introduce slowly. Oh, pero yeah, everything will start slowly man, di ba? Oh, this is already a beginning, no? Awareness to our viewers, to our
That's it.
listeners, no? Oh, awareness. And this could be a very good start already. And who knows? Good news, bad news, who knows? Ah,
And I believe it is not
Naman,
difficult already at Immerse because there are senior citizen association already, no? And
yeah.
maybe the
Mm,
parish would have a program. They can just invite the association of the
mm,
different senior
mm,
citizen groups, no?
mm,
And
mm,
then
mm.
the parish
Kasi
could,
belongingness ba?
yeah,
Belongingness, yun lang naman yata ang sikreto ng buhay, no? Na you belong to a group, no? Yung
yes,
ganon.
very
Oh.
important.
Meron tayo dito kay Isaiah 59 verse 17, Lord.
Okay, I will read. So Isaiah chapter 59 verse 17, he will wear justice like a coat of armor and saving power like a helmet. He will clothe himself with a strong desire to set things right and to punish and avenge the wrongs that people suffer. Grabe,
Mm,
I believe that this Isaiah, no, my reflection on this text, Isaiah chapter 59 verse 17, na ang Panginoon ay God would always protect, no, God would always cover us, especially
mm.
for the senior citizen, no,
May
na he
nawala.
will always there.
Mm,
He will always clothe us, no. Sabi nga ninyo kanina with some at Mercy shared na talagang if only as we age, if only God would be the center of our lives already at the time, no,
mm,
as we
mm,
age also, and God would always protect, protect us, and He will
mm,
always clothe us in His and He will be the one, He will be the one to avenge for those who will not. For me, I will say, for those who
mm,
will not respect the elderly, it is God who will avenge for you.
mm,
That's
mm,
Isaiah
mm,
chapter
mm, mm,
59 verse
mm,
17. No?
mm,
He will
mm,
avenge for those. So God is telling
mm,
us tonight that, for those of you young people, please respect, no, because
mm,
it's really, no, that we have really to respect, no, because said, no, Isaiah chapter
mm,
59 verse 17, that God will avenge for
mm,
us. We have to, ako
mm,
nga ngayon para bang minsan, no, because my mama is staying with me, minsan ang patience ko is really very short already, but I know na talagang I have to really respect still my
mm,
mama, no, na
mm,
minsan
mm,
na very very tawag na demanding na talagang ganyan. Okay, we will really and I believe that
mm,
God will continue to clothe you, no, those
mm,
elderly in our community. Talagang ganyan. So, beautiful, beautiful.
mm.
Okay?
Also yung clothing natin, it could also be understood as yung zeal
Mm.
of the enthusiasm to set things right, no. God was Jesus was clad with the zeal of justice, no, putting things right. So also in our old age, no, to put things right, kasi uh, today, older people are already seen in a new way. Hindi na yung noon pag matanda ka na, you will already be at the back seat. Ngayon hindi
Mm-mm.
na, no? There are so many older people who have made themselves productive, known in their 60s. Halimbawa si Miriam Defensor, the late Miriam Defensor. She was the first Filipina woman who became the first Filipino and Asian judge in the Supreme Court. Siya ang
Oh,
pinaka-first, and she was already in her 60s at the time.
nurses at
Itong
the time.
si Anastasia Tupas, yung sa mga nursing students, no, she was the
Mm.
first chief director of the Philippine General Hospital. And then when you become a chief director of the hospital, meaning to say, you have to know what's going on inside the hospital, what will happen, no? What has to be done. In other words, para bang ang hospital ba, whatever happens there, whatever movements there, you know, and then you will also find solutions. Hindi biro-biro maging chief, no, sa isang hospital. And she was the first woman, no? And she was in her 60s. It was not in her 40s, but she was in her 60s. Oh. And so many older women that became very famous, no, in their 60s. Yeah, kaya ba kasi itong 60, as I mentioned kanina, itong 60 years above, this is the second half of our life, because this is the time for creativity, no? The time for creativity. We are not anymore tied with our job, with our works, with the demands of our employers, no? But we now have the time to finish, no? This is not the time for us to finish our story, but to write more chapters about our story. Yun bang, yeah.
Ate Merce and Ate Rose, tingnan si Luningning is watching. She said, hello, Tilor, Ate Merce and Ate Rose in Little Baguio before one of the program headed by Father Pierre Samson was Care for the Aged, where youth visited elder people. Wow! Thank you, Luningning, for sharing.
Yes,
And,
that's
And
true.
I remember
No,
mo yung experience.
also, they took care of them.
when we
Wow.
visited
Yes, Ate Merce.
Baguio, when we visited,
Mm.
I can attest that that's really true. That's one of the programs of Father Samson. When we visited Little, went to the high mountains, and then there in the high mountains was the home for the aged, and they were taking good care of the. Oh, so that's true. So, pero ang sabi na yung sa parish talaga na parang wala pang klaro na ministry for the elderly,
For
no,
the
di ba?
elderly.
Pero
So this is
ibang
also a
mga
challenge.
sa ibang mga mission area, si Father Samson, tama yung sabi ni Luningning, meron siyang home for the aged. Tapos ang mga taga-alaga, yung mga youth na mga scholars ata ni Father Samson.
Wow.
Mm.
Sana. We will dream
Buti
for
ka
that.
doon, no?
Sa malayong lugar ha, sa
Let's pray
malayong
for it.
lugar yan. And I believe
Let's pray
resources
for it.
are not that much, no? Di ba, Ate Mers? No, ang resources really is limited maybe because it's far-flung places. But here in
Itap lang siguro.
in the urban area, parang hindi natin yan nakikita, no, na a home for the elderly which is taking care of a parish. Parang wala.
Even sa mga schools, hindi pa man masyado na nabigyang pansin yung mga retirables, no? Hindi pa
Oo.
nabigyang pansin masyado yung mga retirables. Sa time natin, Mers, wala pa noon, no? Pero ngayon meron na silang program for the retirables. Ngayon.
Nauna ka nag-retire sa akin, Rose, no? Pero I remember na may mga retreat para sa mga 60s above or near 60. Isang grupo yan ng retreatants. Tapos, pinag-usapan doon, preparation, how to prepare yourselves for your senior citizenship. So, I'm grateful na may programa ang Ateneo for the
Maganda yan, ate. Kaysa i-mix sila sa mga younger ones, no? Parang maybe the school where I am now as a part-time teacher would also consider that, no? Sana.
Yeah.
Kasi maganda.
Nasa
no? Because,
admin din yan.
Maganda siya.
Parang sa Paris din, nasa Paris priest din yan, no? Ang bigyang daan ang mga development na ganyan. Yan.
Kasi sa akin ngayon, marami kaming katikista na more than, mga na ate, 60s up. So maybe with your inspiration, I can invite one of you, or maybe kayong dalawa, just na separate session for them also. Maganda yan. Yung mga, I'm just reflecting while listening to both of you na, tama nga, no? very parang you teach them the catechetical strategies, but how about their own life as they go through with the mission in the church,
Yeah.
no? Mga ganyan na mga
Mm,
reflection,
mm,
mga ganyan na
mm,
mga sharing,
mm,
no? Kasi iba-iba
Katulad
naman
mm.
talaga. Yes,
katulad
Ate
ng
Mir.
tulad ng mga word of God na tinatalakay natin, Lord, no?
Yes, I can say,
About
I can.
it really made me so confident about my age na
Mm-mm.
meron palang ganito na mga word of God for the elderly, no? So it made
Mm,
me so comfortable.
mm.
May
Tama,
gave me
tama, tama. Mm,
ay kailangan pa talaga na ipagpatuloy ang buhay kahit na senior citizen.
yeah,
And the Lord is giving us the
yeah,
hope and confidence in our old age. So kung
Yeah.
malaman ito ng
mm,
ibang mga
yeah,
senior citizen, it will also give them hope and confidence to really enjoy life in their
yeah.
senior citizenship, no?
Mm,
Yeah,
Na
and
do more,
mm,
do more.
tonight is a very
mm.
inspiring night for me because ang
Yeah,
mga
yeah.
katekista kasi
Tama.
namin sa parish is different ages, no? Maybe one of these days I would during our formation time, no, I could divide them according to their age and give them really certain according to their needs also as a human person, and even how
Mm.
their
Yeah,
relationship with God. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh,
can
that's
use the
nice. That's
I
nice,
can use
Lord.
the
Maybe you can start, Lord.
yeah, maybe I will try. Yeah, I will
Mm,
try.
mm. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
next week,
Start
next week
small.
I will
Start
try.
small.
Yeah. Start
Mm,
small. Thank
mm,
you.
mm,
Okay, Ate Rose, take it away. It's your
mm.
turn.
Okay. All right. Meron tayo statement dito na make your years count. Don't count your years. Ano ang kuan ninyo dito? Anong take ninyo dito? Yung make your years count. Don't count your years. Ano ba 'yan?
Sige, ako muna. So, make
Hmm.
your years count, don't count your years. Sa akin
Yeah.
is, it does not matter how young or old you are.
Hmm.
Sabi ko na, uh, number, ano yan, yung
Age is just a
age,
number.
yeah, number,
Yeah.
but no,
Age.
for,
True, true, that's true.
for me, how well did you live your life?
Correct.
Whether you die early or you die later, uh, we don't need to count the years that we have spent, but what is more important is
Uy,
in
nawala.
those, no?
Uy,
Nawala,
nawala. Hmm.
nawala ako.
Okay
Hmm.
na.
So,
Okay na, te. Klaro pa ikaw.
okay. In those years, no, uh, ang importante is kung papaano natin isinasabuhay ang mga mabuting aral at mabuting asal. Because when we die, for example, mamatay tayo, uh, people will not be very keen in telling people, ay, matanda siya or bata, but people will remember us on how good we are or what good we have done in our lives, di ba? Di naman
Hmm.
sabi,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
pag-uusap
Yeah.
siguro na, ay, matanda na siya, ano, or bata pa siya, pero ang talagang mapag-usapan, no, lalo na kung may honoring, ang
Hmm.
mapag-usapan talaga is kung how good this person is, or maybe hindi naman pag-usapan na how bad is this person, no, pero ang
Hmm.
importante talaga is ang mapag-usapan yung ating pamumuhay, kung how well
Hmm.
we spend or we spent our life when we were still
Hmm.
alive, 'di ba? So kaya
Hmm.
importante na
Hmm.
it's not really counting the years that we have lived,
Hmm.
but it's
Hmm.
counting our years of living, na paano natin
Hmm.
isinabuhay ang mabuting pamumuhay. Yan ang
Yes.
aking
Hmm.
take.
Hmm. Hmm.
So maybe it's not how long we live here on earth, but how we spend, how we
How
Mm,
live,
well.
how well we live our
But
life.
how well we live our life. Kaya minsan nga na-realize ko na uh, reaching the age of 60 and above is really a gift, it's really a grace and a gift from God, because we can spend time with God. We can spend more time with God, no? Harmonizing our body and our soul, no? Giving, taking care of our physical needs, our body, and at the same time, growing ourselves to have healthy spirituality. So
Wow.
the pains in the body that we experience, we can bring this to prayer, no?
Correct.
Diba, usually when we were younger, Lord, bakit ba masakit ito? Bakit ba ganyan? And then when we go to the doctor, we will be given all the diagnosis, the analysis, the explanation, and so forth and so on. But we can bring this all to God. We can bring these pains that we are experiencing to God, and then when we also do exercise, when we also eat good fruits, no, good foods, we bring it also to God. No? In other words, everything that we do from the moment that we open our eyes to the time that we close our eyes in the evening, we bring it all to God. And that is a very great privilege for us to be conscious of that. No? That everything that we do, we bring it all to God. And we bring it to glorify God. Yung parang
May,
ganun gani, Merce. No?
may
Mm.
comment na naman si Luningning. Thank you, Luningning, for your. Hey, another.
Sige.
Also in Brazil, they have a pastoral for elders. The volunteers, they are called leaders, will visit the elders every month. In the visit, they will talk
Mm.
some questions, have a conversation with them, and also they pray with them. They will visit
Mm.
elders, not only Catholic. It is good idea also to have also in the Philippines, in the parishes.
Mm.
Thank
Mm.
you, thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mm.
Mag-ano muna tayo,
Kasi
ate, ha?
mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, thank you for your wonderful conversation tonight. Hugs, mga ate. Hala, Ate Hazel, Licious is watching. Hello, te. Good evening. So, precisely, mga ate. Wow. Parang marami tayong mga ano ngayon, an engaging, no? Nag-engage sila sa ating the beautiful topic. Kasi imagine sensational after 60. Yes, Ating Mars?
Ah,
Grabe.
baka sabihin ng iba ba na napaka-spiritual ng ating pagtatalakay sa gabing ito, no? But we also do not forget that we have to care for our body, our physiological
Tama.
needs, no?
Correct.
Tama.
Uh,
Tama.
because that's also our responsibility na in order for us to what we call to have longer lives, we have to take good care of
Mm.
our physical needs and yung hindi natin abusuhin ang ating katawan.
Mm.
So, because
Mm.
our bodies are also what we call masterpieces of God's creation. So, the first responsibility for us in God's creation is to take good care of our body also. Kaya yung sa
Tama.
past days, nakikita ako na may mga binibisita kami ng mga sick people ba na may
Mm-mm.
Mm.
bakit naabot ng ganyan ang kanyang
Mm.
buhay
Mm.
na very
Mm.
sickly.
Mm.
Tapos on my
Mm.
end, masabi ko na, ay, thank you Lord kay I'll be 65 pero at least no alive and kicking pa rin. Pero kawawa yung
Mm.
may mga sakit na ba. So makatanong
Mm.
tayo na bakit nakaabot sila ng ganyang state of their lives?
Mm.
Baka meron din silang pagkukulang sa kanilang taking good care of their bodies. So that's why
Yeah. Mm.
tonight we do not only spiritualize many
Yes,
Yeah.
things,
true.
we also take good
Mm.
care
Mm.
of our physiological needs and then our spiritual needs kay both
Mm.
body and soul man tayo. So
Correct.
Mm.
the totality of our persona
Person.
should be taken good care, the body and
Mm.
the soul Ay baka sabihin ng iba, sobrang spiritual naman ang inyong
Sharing.
discussion.
Ah, ah,
Or we do not forget that we will also take good care of our body, of our physiological
yeah,
needs.
yeah,
Continue
ah,
beautifying yourselves, no? You go to the
yeah,
parlor,
yeah, yeah,
do
yeah.
some
Oh,
manicure.
meron ako ditong how to boost our energy. O, meron dito
Wow.
apat. First,
Leto,
practice good health habits. So, yung sabi ni
Oh,
Mercy, no? Ah,
oo.
Kung pwede lang, no? Kung pwede lang, no? When we are, for those who are still younger, no? You start taking
mm,
care of what you eat because we are what we eat. We are what we eat. We will now eat foods as medicines. No, hindi na yung kain lang ng kain para lang mabusog, but we eat foods to be our medicine. So meaning to say, eat good fruits so that you will stay healthy. Eat
Yeah.
good foods so that you will be healthy. Eat ng gulay, eat ng mga healthy foods, no? O yung organic mers, yung mga organic
Oh,
foods
organic.
medyo mahal lang, no? Pero meron din namang simple, no? Yung mga alugbati diyan, yung mga
Oh,
pechay diyan,
but
o yung mga moringa diyan o kalamunggay, o di ba? These are what is this? These are very cheap but very very healthy. Yung parang ganun ba?
nutritious. Mm-mm.
O the habit o the healthy habits, no, will start at a younger age. Kasi kung hindi tayo conscious niyan, kaya yung tanong mo, Mers, na bakit umabot sa ganito? Kasi in our life, no, maybe we have abused our body. We have abused
mm,
our body. We have missed nights to sleep well, no? Instead na we will sleep 8 hours, we only sleep 3 hours or 2 hours, and then we do not feel the consequence of that when we are young. Ay, hindi yun natin
mm,
ma-feel alive and kicking even if we are awake 24 hours a day, the following day alive and
Kayang-kaya.
kicking, but you know our body will take its toll. Maningil talaga yung katawan na ito, no? And usually it will take place in our 60s, in our 50s even they start to feel na mga pains and etc. This is actually
Wow. Parang nawala si Ate Rose
keep
na freeze.
exercising, no? Keep exercising. Nawala na.
Okay na. We
Okay.
will read first the comment
Keep
of Ate Hazel, Ate Rose. That's what we need
sige,
right
sige.
now. Sabi niya, to balance our physical and spiritual, they should be parallel to each other. True, true. Thank you, Ate Hazel.
Ang nawala kayo.
Okay, Ate.
Okay.
Sige, continue, Ate Moros. The other one is
Okay. The second one
exercise.
is keep exercising because exercise provides fuel for aging, no?
Yeah.
Hindi na siguro yung exercise na yung palundag-lundag and etc.
Strenuous,
Yung
strenuous.
paserko-serko, o hindi na siguro, no? Yung mga stretching, no? Yung mga
Uh,
kung magsayaw ka man, yung mga slow motion na basta your body is moving. Yung bang lalabas talaga yung perspiration mo para hindi magkuan yan doon, para yung mga sugar natin malabas kasi usually
lalabas ng katawan.
diabetes is kasi pagkain natin are full of carbohydrates, no? Yung mga sweets, 'di ba? Biko, suman, o 'di ba? Carbo man yan, and then we would like to eat that plus the soft drinks and so forth and so on. Kaya kailangan ilabas yan, no? Kung malakas mo tayo kumain ng ganyan, kailangan ilabas natin yan through exercise. And then
Correct.
sabi ng iba, the best exercise for elderly is walking.
Walking.
Yung walking, oh. Yung ganun, hindi good yung very fast walking, no? Hindi yung strenuous activities as Mercy mentioned, no? But yung mga slow motion na activities, ibagay-bagay din natin sa ating katawan. Kaya baka mabali, hindi na yan maisa uli, no? Okay. And then the third one is this one, the third one, maintain enthusiasm. Maintain enthusiasm. Para bang maintain enthusiasm in life. Para bang maintain that sense of presence of God in our life. Kasi
Mm-mm.
God gives us purpose, no? And then, if you don't have purpose in living, what next, no? If you don't have any purpose, and we can only find our purpose in everything if we anchor ourselves with our Creator. And the fourth one is this one. Take control of your heart and attitude. Medyo mahirap ito. Yeah, medyo
Oo.
mahirap ito, pero this is very, very good for our body, for our emotions, no? Take control of your heart and your attitudes, no? Me personally, kasi ang temper ko talaga ang number one, kuan ko, number one challenge ko itong temper ko, no?
Challenging.
Yun bang,
Challenging
oh,
yan.
yun bang, I am so spontaneous with doing things. So I am so spontaneous with helping others, with doing
Oo.
something good for others. But at the same time, I am also very spontaneous with my emotions. Kung magalit, maklaro
Galit
yun
talaga.
yan. Sa mukha pa lang, tingnan mo lang ang mukha ko, wala. Klaro na yan na ako ay galit. And then, if I, and then, the words that will come out of my mouth when I am angry is really, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. Kaya I have a hard time. It really took a while for me, no, to really, yun bang i-practice na when you're angry, ano yan, step back, count
Step back.
1 to 100 before you open your mouth.
Oh.
Pero meron pa rin mga, meron, though how much I tried to really make it perfect, meron pa rin, meron pa rin mga ano yan, yung mga splinters na lalabas.
Pag-backslide.
But at least I am learning now not to wallow over it. No, if I was
Wow.
able
That's it.
if I was able to lose temper, I will not wallow it over. No, I cannot take it back anymore. No, so I will just proceed.
Mm.
I will just proceed, and then slowly, and sana naman people will understand. Anyway, yung parang gano'n, no? O, kasi we are the ones in charge of our heart.
Correct.
Kung lagi tayong galit, kung lagi naman tayong malungkot, kung sobra naman ang saya natin, kung sobra naman ang activity natin, it will go back to our heart. Baka mag-stop lang yan bigla. And then,
Yan.
goodbye.
Wow. Okay. Parang naghanga
Okay.
ata. Okay,
It's not
Ate
very
Rose?
easy, but maybe appreciate do one thing good every day. Appreciate one gift every day. That would be nice.
Yes,
Ay, anong
that's it.
masasabi ninyo? Sige.
Talaga.
Ikaw, Lord, anong masasabi mo? You are really preparing yourself now for your 60s.
Yeah, I'm really trying my best na kasi minsan sabi nga nila my daughter would always say ano daw ako, usi daw ako masyado. Even the arranging of pair of slippers. Ngayon ba, mama naman. But I'm really trying. I'm really trying to control or this yung aking mga ganyan na mga sistema ba kasi I would always pero sabi mo nga Ate Rose lumalabas no. I would always say na there are things in life na the way other people would arrange things is not the way I'm trying to arrange things also. Kaya kasi sabi when we were washing our plates kasi we did have our family outing sabi ko anak ganyan mo anak itong puti na lahat ganyan na siya si mama talaga ba usi kaayos ang tanan. And then she mentioned na even arranging sleepers naka-observe pala siya, nag-o-observe siya sa akin kasi even when I'm going to the office already to the parish, pag makita ko minsan yung disarrange ang pair of sleepers nila sa labas, before before I will leave, I will still arrange it. So, yan mga ganyan na mga ano, 'di ba, Ate Mers, no, na mga instances in life na minsan ano talaga, it will give us really an extra effort to do that, no? Kahit na sana pwede naman sana i-leave that, "Ay bahala na kayo diyan." Bahala na kayo, kayo ng bahala diyan. But it's really, no, na it's really
Ikaw, Mer.
makaano din sa puso. Parang maka-relate sa Ate Mercy.
Ako noon, ganyan ako. Pero later, I've realized na pacify ako because of the line that I have read no na sinabi doon na arranging things is okay, but relationship is more important.
Correct, correct,
Yes,
correct, correct.
correct,
If
correct.
Correct, correct.
will fall, then I
Mm,
should refrain from doing that anymore.
Mm-mm.
So
mm,
yan, that's
mm,
why relationship pa is more important than doing what we want to do. Because
mm,
ako a very calculating person, no? Pero
mm,
yun, ma-apply ko to be very calculating is not good, is not bad at all, but
mm,
relationship is more important. So, yan ang aking parang guidepost every time na mag-act ako as very OC, no? So, sabihan ko talaga na
mm,
relationship is more important than doing this one. So, yan ang aking parang guide na yun
mm,
as
mm,
age.
I
mm.
will claim that,
Tama.
ate, ha. I will borrow. But
Ah,
anyway,
ah,
my apostolate with the deaf really helped me a lot. No, because
Mm.
yeah, it gives me it I am more patient when I am with them. No, because no,
Mm.
again, no, I do not
mm,
understand. They would always say I do not
mm,
understand. So it is really a blessing for me to be with them during my younger
mm,
years also,
mm.
because
Nice, nice.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
very nice.
Mm. Kaya nga.
Yeah.
Pero minsan lumalabas-labas pa din, at least Ate Mercy is
Mm.
sharing also. Nakikita ko naman talaga na hindi talaga medyo may pagka-OC din si Ate Mercy kagaya ko. When I visited their house during some meetings when she was still one of
Ah,
the officers of our association, makita ko talaga arrange everything. Yan,
Detalyado to.
ah,
Ate
Especially
Mer.
ako
ah.
being here with us, parang
Mm-mm.
hindi na bahay, Laura.
Kaya nga. So I also experienced that because
Ah,
I do have adopted apos also, no, when they stayed here
mm,
sa aming bahay, nakita ko din. So medyo ano,
mm,
I'm very tolerating already with the
Mm.
scatter and everything. So
mm,
makikita ko no,
mm,
hindi na talaga that
mm,
much usi. Kaya ewan ko, I do not do with the sleepers. That is really my ano ngayon, paano ko yung check ano. Ewan ko, even pair of
mm,
shoes, ganyan.
mm, mm.
Yan pa din ang
That's
aking ano ngayon.
right term,
We,
Lord,
we,
yung be tolerant.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, that's it. Oo.
mm, tama.
Oo.
Kaya
Mm,
before, uh, kahit mga hanger doon sa labas, no, na hanger ng mga clothes, i-arrange ko talaga yan per color,
Hala,
green, ganyan.
ganyan pa din ako ate ngayon.
Later on, ay, napagod na ako. So, hala, sige, come what may na lang. Come what may.
Kasi it will really have an extra effort. No? Ang puso talaga maapektuhan. Tama ka talaga, Ate Rose.
Ang puso,
Ay,
ah,
grabe. Thank you
mm.
for that, Ate
Oh,
Rose. So,
oh,
Ate
kasi,
Hazel is very engaging. She said, thank you, Ate Rose, for the nice sharing. 2 years from now, I'll be one in your group. Wow. 2 years from now.
welcome to the group. Welcome. Ah, ah,
Marami na
kaya
tayong
nga, bago tayo, it's already 7:58, bago tayo mag-end, gusto ko lang iwanan sa mga viewers natin itong ah, longevity promise, itong Ecclesiastes 3, verse 11. Ayan, no? He made
wow.
everything beautiful in its time. He has
Mm,
also set eternity in the human heart. Yet, no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end.
wow,
O, di ba
beautiful.
maganda? No?
maganda.
Everything is was made beautiful. No? And then, God knows, no? He is the He is the beginning and He is the end. So, He really knows what's going to happen, no? And for
Mm,
us to appreciate, no? For us to appreciate, to experience life as it comes, no? Uh, if it is painful, we experience the pain. If it is joyful, we experience the joy, no? We experience life as it comes, and all this will lead us to Him because He knows, no? He knows where we are going. Yung parang ganun. So, everything was created beautiful in His time. Kaya yung sabi
Yes.
na ako, marami man ako mga dreams no na hindi na fulfill yung mga ganon, no? So, at first I was ganon, pero later on, I started to understand, no, that maybe God has plans for me. No, merong ibang plano ang Diyos na hindi plano ko, no? Kaya I am trying to make myself, no, available to God's plan, no?
He
Medyo,
make he
medyo
makes all things
challenging din, no?
beautiful in His time.
Medyo challenging, pero I know I am secured with God's ways for me. Yang ganon.
Ay, grabe, it's 8:01. Hindi pa natin natapos yung
Wow,
sharing
lagi
times mo,
tayo
ate.
overtime. Lagi tayo
Oo, kaya nga.
overtime.
Sana hindi tayo
Mm.
Coach Leo would be very understanding. Grabe. Maganda talaga, no? God make all things beautiful in His time as the song goes, no?
Mm.
Ganda talaga.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. So, and this is
Mm.
a very beautiful ending of our episode tonight. Maybe we can still continue next Tuesday, no?
Yeah.
Na
We have more. We have more.
So
Mm.
I would still recognize Ate Hazel's comment on Ate Mercy's sharing refers to Ate Mercy. Thank you, Ate Mercy, for sharing yourself to us in the formation.
Oh.
Maybe when during the formation years of Ate Hazel, you were able to share with them, Ate?
First year ata sila, we were living in one house with Binet. With Binet.
That's
Mm.
why. That's
Mm.
why.
Mga first year
Mm.
siguro sila.
Yeah. So maybe Ate Hazel, you can be our guest one of these days, no? The next month, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
medical
Oh,
month. No,
yung mga
also
experience niya.
we can also
Mm.
invite her.
Mm.
Kasi naman
Mm.
very
Tama,
active
tama.
naman siya.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
for our viewers this evening, thank you, Luningning and Ate Hazel, for your engagement in our conversation this evening. And I hope young people, you would learn from the sharing of Ate Rose and Ate Mercy. And this is also a challenge for me as I'm preparing for another chapter of our life. I could be
The
sensational
second
at
half.
60, the second
The
half
second
of
half
my
of
life.
life.
So thank you.
Uh,
Ate Mers, maybe we can know in our parting words or inspirational messages for our viewers tonight. Ate Mers?
Okay, so before we end, my parting words will be coming from the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verses 1 to 9.
mm.
So, ano
Mm.
ko na lang summarize. Sabi dito, we may make our plans, but God has the last word.
Mm.
So, good
Yeah.
evening and see you some other time next week.
Beautiful, beautiful message for all of us by Ate Mercy. Ate Rose?
Sa akin naman, this is from the author, Dr. Henry Blackaby, from his book, Experiencing God, that he said that being 65-year-old is one of the greatest times to experience more of God than you've ever experienced. You're freer to follow God without anyone else stopping you. You're not on anyone else's agenda but God's. Your most productive walk with the Lord is ahead of you, not behind you. Go beyond your comfort zone and let God use you through your whole lifetime. Good
Very
evening and
nice.
thank you very much.
I would
Very
say, good night, everyone, and let go and let God. No, it's
nice.
always that. So good evening, and I hope we will see each other next Tuesday. Good night, everyone, and maayong gabi sa tanan sa taga Dumaguete, Siquijor, Cebu, and Bohol. Who will be watching this episode? May gabi and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.